Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at an XL Umbreon. Now, here's the thing, it's 100% IV. It needs 2 more power-ups. Now, as of getting this video up, or whenever you're going to be seeing this, I have almost enough to do it. That's the reason why this video took me so long to get up, because I was doing a ton of walking with Athena, picked up my son, went and did some shopping, just trying to get as much movement as possible so I can accumulate as much of these candies, just going on the trail, walking back and forth with the little pup and just accumulating these XLs, and we're almost there. So you don't need me to tell you twice that this was absolutely worth it. We all know that the XL Umbreon is good. If you don't, well, it is fantastic if you have the resources to actually make one of these. So here we go. I'm going to be pairing it up with quite a few different Pokemon throughout this video, but what I found the most comfortable was leading Umbreon and having Talonflame and Venusaur in the back. So throughout this video, we'll be seeing different Pokemon, but for the most part, we're going to be keeping Talonflame and just swapping out that grass. I want to just have a little fun with different ones and experiment to see what we can do. And then at the end, we're actually going to get a 5-0 with the Umbreon lead, Talonflame, and Venusaur in the back. So with that said, let's get into the commentary and see what we have going on here. And taking out that Muck. All right, and it was Shadow at that. In comes the Gyarados, and we're... this is a pretty tricky situation here, but I think we're going to be okay. So they do have Dragon Breath. At least that's just going to be doing neutral damage. Although it is Shadow and it is doing that much more damage, well, they do take more damage themselves. Getting off an Aqua Tail as expected. Going to go ahead and keep vamping this up. There's no point in going for Brave Bird. They're going to keep shielding these. And all I'm going to do at that point is lower my defense. Therefore, they're going to be able to take me out faster. Now, they are going to beat me to the next Aqua Tail here, I do believe. Yep, unfortunately. But we do have the Tangrowth in the back with a bit of energy. So let's see how this does work out. Going to go in here. We just need to get to the rock slide. Beautiful. We're surviving with about 1 or 2 HP. Able to get to this rock slide, and this will easily KO the Shadow Gyarados over there. All right, let's keep it moving here. Now, I'm definitely going to be bringing you guys some more videos with the XL Umbreon once I get it to 50. Into the next battle, we're leading again with the Tangrowth, and we're met with a Jellicent here. This is actually not bad lead at all. But with my luck, they will have Ice Beam. So let's see it. I'm sure they do. Going to go ahead and let this go through, holding on to our shield, knowing that we can still survive it, no problem. The quick move's not doing much. Swapping into an Abomasnow, we're going to go ahead and go right into our Talonflame here. Now, yes, Talonflame just completely melts it away, right? But here's the thing about XL Abomasnow, it has some sort of defense mechanism with Weather Ball against it. It's not going to be able to just simply take it down. It's going to put up a fight and bring Talonflame down to yellow, depending on how much energy. So anyways, they're going to be bringing in that Jellicent. We're going for a Flame Charge, and now for a Brave Bird, expecting a shield out of them. Oh yeah, of course, and I now expect them to farm me down as well. But we're able to get off one more Flame Charge here. I also think that they're going to let this go through, calling that not very effective charge move. Very nice. So what we can do is go in here with Umbreon, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And they're swapping into a Clefable, and I'm thinking to myself, well, shoot. How am I going to get myself out of this one? So we have one shield left. Charm is not going to completely destroy Umbreon like you think. Sure, it's chunking away doing a lot of damage, but we're going to be able to at least survive and get off a few of these last resorts here, which are going to do decent damage to it. And that's why you need the move Last Resort. You can't, I mean, you can go in here with 2 dark moves, but it's going to be a little tricky in some situations. Anyways, taking them out there. We have no more shields. Coming back in here with the Jellicent, and we're going to be able to take the win here. All right, so this was a very close battle. I'm sure they were right on the Ice Beam here, but we're able to get to our charge move first. Umbreon taking the win, experiencing potentially a forced close from that lag there at the end, and we're going to finish off. Very nice. And let's go ahead and move it on to our next opponent here. We're going to be leading the Umbreon towards the end when we do get the 5-0. But for now, we're going to be trying to lead with Grass. So we're met with an Alolan Ninetales here. Powdered Snow, unfortunately. If it did have Charm, much better situation. But since it does have Powdered Snow, charging faster, Weather Ball not looking great. We're going to build up to a Sludge Bomb and go for a Frenzy Plant to get a shield and then retreat. The reason why we're doing that is because we know we'll get a shield, and we're going to be able to retreat with energy. They're going into a Toxicroak here. Now let's put the Umbreon up against the test here, although we did see it go up against a Charm user. That's doing a lot of damage to the Toxicroak. Now, say they do not have Dynamic Punch, which most people are going to be running Sludge Bomb and Mud Bomb, then you're going to be able to really put on the pressure to this thing. Look at that. All right, so we're bringing the Toxicroak down pretty low here, but it did its job basically. So yeah, they're just countering us down, getting a little bit more energy, contemplating what I should do here. Really wanted to go in here with Venusaur and farm down, and they're going to be retreating into their Driftblim, and we're going to go ahead and swap into our Talonflame here after gaining a little bit of energy on our Venusaur, and we can still do something with that. Since they are down a shield, we're looking pretty good in this situation. Icy Wind's going to be doing some damage to us, lowering our attack, but we just raised it again, so it's going to be kind of this neutral thing. Driftblim is not the tankiest thing around. Got to kind of look out for Shadow Ball, but although I didn't think they were going to go for that. And now we're going to go ahead and go for another Flame Charge here. Can we KO, please? Ah, beautiful. Taking them out. And we have energy here. In comes the Ninetales. And I do believe we want to shield this up. All right, the next one is going to be doing a lot of damage, but see what we're going to do here is put on the pressure. Venusaur has energy. And now we're going to be able to take out the Ninetales with the Sludge Bomb. They did retreat to catch this. Very nice catch, I must say, with the Toxicroak here. So now I need to swap into Venusaur, but they got me. Unfortunately, they gained the energy they needed here, so we are not able to get to the Sludge Bomb. Going in here with the Talonflame, and they're at another one already. And that's the dilemma with the Powdered Snow version. It's going to be able to charge and hold that energy very fast. Good game. You got me. Did you guys think I was going to win that one? Into the next battle, we're met with a Dragonite. Now, this is a good matchup for Umbreon here. You can even take a Hurricane. I just was experimenting with it. I looked at the Sims for Umbreon XL, but I didn't study it too much. I just kind of wanted to field test it and see what we can do with it. I looked at what it, the key losses and all that. So we can pair it up with Pokemon that are going to be good. Although it's almost common knowledge, so it's going to be weak to Fighting and Charm, right? So we have the Talonflame and the Venusaur to help us with that. So they're going for a Dragon Claw. We were calling all this stuff and some nice lag here. And we're able to get to another charge move. Do they want to use another shield? Highly doubt it. Letting it go through, and they're surviving. But one more quick move took them out. Beautiful. And we're actually able to get to another charge move. This is just perfect. They do have an Empoleon. Just going to get a tiny bit of farm here, which is no problem. We're going to bring in the Venusaur, and we're looking great. Expect them to potentially get off a Drill Pick and then go ahead and retreat. Let's see if they go ahead and do that. Nope, they're going to stay in the fight. So since they did not retreat, that's telling me that there's something potentially back there that's going to be weak to Venusaur. So what we want to do is kind of preserve this here. So having some knowledge, or me thinking that there's something weak to grass, we're going to go ahead and shield that up again. They swap into Magnezone. We're going to go ahead and get off this Frenzy Plant, which is resisted, but also doing a decent amount of damage. Swapping into Talonflame to do as much damage as it possibly can before it does go down by this Wild Charge. Beautiful. Working out great. They lowered their defense here, so we're simply going to farm them down. They're going to throw some energy. We have no more shields. That's perfectly fine. We're going to be looking okay here. It's going to be a little close, a little nervous. It's all right. We're going to be able to go off into this Frenzy Plant. We almost have two of them ready to go and take the win on this Empoleon. Look at that. Let's get it. On to the next battle here, folks. Let's keep it moving. Really enjoying this XL Umbreon. A lot of work I had to put into it, but it was definitely worth it, and it's not over yet. Still need to go out there and gain some more. Met with another Dragonite here, so let's go ahead and do the same thing. Although for this battle, I do believe they're going to be going for Hurricane, so you're going to be able to see the damage on that. Using Umbreon, every time I expected to take more damage, it didn't. I mean, this thing is an absolute tank. It is crazy. So we're going to go ahead and go for our foul play here, really putting on the pressure. And I think I may shield this. I do shield this up so we can win swap here. And we're just going to get out the foul play. Because we could go in here and farm down with the Venusaur or the Talonflame, but I prefer to just have the advantage here. Exactly. They have a Swampert. So now we're looking great. We're going to be able to go in here with the Venusaur, and they're going to swap as soon as they see that. They are up a shield, so we do need to look out for that. And that was quite the farm down. That was... yeah, quite the farm down. So we're going to let this go through. Earthquake is going to hurt us, but that's fine. We can still survive. Swapping into a Shadow Caesar, and we're going to be going into Talonflame here. These Night Slashes are going to be doing a pretty decent amount of damage, but that's fine. We're going to be able to still farm down, no problem. Now, at this point, we are going to be going for Brave Birds. There's no point in going for the Flame Charge here. So we're getting that first shield. They're going to be forced to throw energy. And since we do have a shield left on our Venusaur, we're just going to be able to simply Vine Whip down here because of the damage so heavily taken by the Swampert's water and ground typing. And here we go. So, Swampert is very, I guess you could say, OP with that move combination. But the thing about it is the weakness to grass kind of almost slightly evens it out a little bit. Anyways, into the next battle, we have a Glade. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, well, this is a very interesting matchup. How is this going to work? Does the Umbreon win or does the Glade win? Well, in the 2 shields, I actually do win. We're going to let close combats go through if that's what they want to do. They don't want to lower that defense. Looks like they were trying to get a shield. We're going to go ahead and get this off so we can swap into our Venusaur, and now they're going to be within Frenzy Plant's KO range. Typically, the Empoleon can survive a Frenzy Plant and keep going. They don't shield, but now they're going to be kind of forced to shield if they want to survive. I think they'll survive with just a little bit of HP, and we'll farm down here. We're also letting... Nope, definitely taking them out there. Jolpik did a lot of damage, but we're keeping our shield up. We're not using it right now. So what we're going to do now is simply go in here with our Talonflame and absorb whatever they're going to throw at us, or they're going to swap into their Driftblim here. We're going to go ahead and get off a charge move just to kind of make him think we're going for Brave Bird here. But they're not giving up a shield. Okay, that sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Umbreon here, which I'm not going to say completely shuts it down, but yeah, actually it kind of does. So we're going to go ahead and go for that foul play. Could have potentially farmed a little bit more here. Could have undertapped that foul play and definitely went for some more farm, but hey, it's all good. And we're taking them out. Still holding on to 2 shields here, and we're going to go ahead and get this off onto the Glade. We have that Talonflame in the back ready to go, and it still does have plenty of health to absorb whatever they're going to throw at us here. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through as well. It is just a Leaf Blade taking us out. In comes Talonflame, and we're pretty much just going to farm it down here. But they do back out, and we're going to be able to take the win. Let's keep moving here. Loving this team. I always like to use Venusaur, and you already know Talonflame. I mean, yeah, Talonflame. So we're met with a Crustle, first one of Season 7 in the Ultra League for me, I do believe. So this is actually going to be super effective with the X-Scissor, but it's really not going to be doing that much damage here. So let's see what we have going on. Definitely Talonflame does not want to see that, so we need to take this thing out here. X-Scissor not really doing that much. You know, they're bringing us down fairly fast, I suppose, kind of neck to neck-ish, but we're kind of gaining momentum on them here. They're going to get off another X-Scissor here. We're letting it go through, and we're going to be getting off another charge move. Let's see if they let it go through. Shielding it up and swapping into a Venusaur. In comes Talonflame. So we are up a shield. This is a very good situation for us here. Now, we have to remember something. That Crustle has Smackdown. Now, we do shield up the Sludge Bomb because we want to preserve our health to some degree for when the Crustle does come in here, because that Smackdown is going to be doing ridiculous damage. Going to go ahead and get off another Flame Charge here. They decide to shield it up. They want to do as much damage to this Talonflame as possible. We're able to survive, and unfortunately not getting to a charge move, but we're going to be able to figure this one out here. Venusaur is going to be taking a ton of damage from Confusion, but we're going to be able to get to a Sludge Bomb here, which is not going to quite KO. We're going to go ahead and swap right after this, and I think just shield it up and then take him out with a quick move here. All right, looking good. Able to simply take him down with a quick move that we did not even see. Moving on to our next opponent here. As you may have noticed, we've been leading with the Umbreon, and we're met with another Glade, and this is perfectly fine. I do not mind this at all. I honestly don't mind taking a close combat either. It's going to kind of force them to shield and or swap anyways. So we're going to go ahead and let this close combat go through. Doing a lot of damage, but as you can see, just holding on quite nicely. We're going to get this off here because we want to swap into our Venusaur now, and like before, kind of getting off a charge move to bring the opponent in range of taking them out with Frenzy Plant. Look at that, beautiful. We're going to be able to farm down as well as getting some more energy there. Looking great. Still 2 shields. They're going to come back in here with Glade, but here's the thing. Yeah, they're going to take us down quick with Confusion, but at least we're going to put on some shield pressure with the Frenzy Plant. Unfortunately, they are also farming us quite a bit, so we do need to look out for that. Now, what we can do is go in here with Talonflame and just, have them throw whatever they want at us. Close combat, Leaf Blade, looking great. They're going to be retreating into their Empoleon here. We're going to get off this really quick and then retreat because this is not a great matchup for us. Going into our Umbreon here, and let's see what we can do. And getting it through. They have no more shields left. We have 2. So since those waterfalls, I mean, they're really going to start adding up slowly but surely. But as you can see, really not doing too much to the Umbreon here. So I feel like we're going to be able to stay in this fight and just spam the heck out of this thing and just shield up whatever they throw at us. Now it doesn't even look like we're going to have to shield. Looking great. Getting off one more here. The Glade is going to be able to gain a little farm, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to go ahead and build up to a I think we wanted to go for a Brave Bird. I don't believe it's going to be necessary anymore. They're going for a Leaf Blade, and they do back out, and we take the win with the Talon Flame at the end. Looking good, folks. On to the next opponent here. Now, if I sound a little tired, probably don't really too much, but I was out there doing all that walking, so kind of like a little drained here. So we're met with a horrible lead, but we have a team built for this situation here. We're going to go ahead and swap into Venusaur. Met with that Clefable, doing a ton of damage with the Charm up against Umbreon. So we're going to go ahead and swap, although we can still hold our own. And very curious, they're staying in here. Is their entire team weak to this, or did they have a master plan? Let's see what's going on here. We got one shield. We're letting this go through, just a Meteor Mash, surviving and winning this matchup here. Bringing in a Lapras, farming us down with the Ice Shards. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Umbreon up against this thing. Now, all of a sudden, now I've been going up against Lapras after Lapras in my other battles without Umbreon, and I didn't see a single one of them that had a Skull Bash. They had Ice Beam and they had Surf. But all of a sudden, once I start using the Umbreon, they just have Skull Bash. Now, obviously, Skull Bash is not like a move that's, well, nobody really runs that. No, it's a very common move to run, for sure. I just think it's funny that they have them once I'm using my Umbreon here. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through just to Surf, and look at the tickle. Look at the tickle. So they do have a defense buff. They're not going to be taking as much damage, unfortunately, but we're still going to be able to chunk away here and force them to throw their energy, which is going to potentially lead the way for us to go in here and farm down, although that's going to be... All right, doesn't look like we're farming anything. They're going to be instantly swapping into their Machamp here, so we do not gain any farm on them. And we will shield this up. We're not taking any risk. Obviously, it was going to probably be a bait there because we do have 2 shields, but we can't risk it. Going for that Flame Charge here. This is going to be a pretty close battle. Definitely shielding this up. And, yep, another bait. That's fine. Building up a little bit of extra energy here. Going for the Flame Charge. And we're going to be vamped up at this point, folks. Let's go. In comes the, I was going to say Empoleon, the Lapras. We're able to get to another Flame Charge before they're able to get to a charge move. That's just beautiful. Taking the win with that Flame. Let's go into the next battle here. Let's see what we're going to be met with. If you do enjoy these videos, give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out a lot. And we're met with an Alolan Ninetales with Powdered Snow, so it could be worse. Now, they're probably going to have Dazzling Gleam, more than likely, because we are leading with this Umbreon here. Now, again, another one of those weird situations where all the Ninetales, Alolan that I'm running into, have Weather Ball and Psyshock, but then when I'm using my Umbreon, they have the alternative move that's not really oftenly too used. It's a common move to have, I suppose, but I was personally running into the other ones. Again, another one of those things with the Umbreon here. So we're going to go ahead and just keep on going here. Unfortunately, we made it to the Dark Pulse. It wouldn't have been very effective, but we probably would have gotten a shield. They're taking us out. No shields have been used. We're going to go ahead and go in here and try to farm down. But unfortunately, they're going to be able to get to a Weather Ball here, bringing us down to almost half after they do get off the remainder of their quick moves here. Let's see what they're going to bring in. And still 2 shields left on both ends. It's going to be a Swampert. So we're... I think we want to go for Brave Bird here and then retreat, and I think they know that as well. They're going to expend a shield because they have to. Why wouldn't they not use it? And they're going to be swapping into Venusaur. So this is a win con situation for me here. Now we're going to go straight Sludge Bomb. Bingo. We're getting that through. They don't want to use that shield quite yet. And we're going to definitely let their Sludge Bomb go through as well. Now I'll make a crucial mistake here. We're ahead. You don't need to bait like this when you're ahead. We go for a Frenzy Plant. We should have just went for a Sludge Bomb here. And we go for a Frenzy and they let it go through. I must say, very nice call, because us taking out that Venusaur is, you know, that's their last stand right there. Once this Venusaur gets to the Swampert, it's not going to be looking great. We did swap in to take out that Venusaur before they're actually able to get off any energy. Beautiful. In comes Swampert and instantly takes us out with its energy. And we're going to go ahead and build up to 2 Frenzy Plants here. And getting to the next one, and we're going to be able to take out the Swampert. So I had a lot of fun with the Umbreon. Definitely something that is worth investing. Can't wait to bring you the rest once I do get it to 50 and bring you some more battles with this thing. Thank you for watching, trainers, and I'll be catching you all on my next video. Take care.